First thing to do is to realize that the only person you have to get over is yourself. We as humans are always dancing around the view of what people think about me, how I can make people like me, how I can forget that person, how I can, look better to that person, how I can make that person jealous. We're always dancing from the stance of, making things about other people. So when you want to make a revolution in your life, you start to make it like, how do I change? How do I change so this person notice I've changed? How do I forget this person? This person is too hot for me to forget. This person is too weird to this person gave me so much meaning in my life. This person gave me this. How do I forget this person? How do I get over ever this person? We have to realize that it's never about them, it's about us. And even though, yes, the person might have their own problems that they brought up, might have their own faults, it is our responsibility and completely our own responsibility to take accountability for our own part and decide that this is our own life, and whatever I'm doing it for me. So I don't need anybody first to come to show up for me before I do anything for myself. So you have to realize that it's all about you, how you react, how you respond, how you perceive, the lens you view life through, the lens you view these people through, the lens you view yourself through. It's not about the lens that they view you through. It's not about their own beliefs. It's about what you believe and what you believe about yourself. So you really need to start making it about you. You really need to start thinking that, how do I get over myself? How do I get over my past belief? How do I get over the former version of me? How do I change? How do I level up from this and see this as nothing? What version of me would I have to become to see this as nothing? Because literally, when you were little, you struggled to do 2 plus 2. Like you were trying, like you saw that as the biggest thing. But right now, if somebody asks you 2 plus 2, you see it as nothing. You will laugh it off. That was because the version of you then was the one that was scared and viewed it as a very big problem. But the version of you now is nothing. So it's all about your mentality and the version of you that that would see that as nothing. So you have to focus on becoming that person. Now, getting over yourself. You have to get the number one step is focusing on yourself. Focus on your needs. What do I think I need from a relationship that made me, you know, to in a way allow myself to be disrespected in that relationship, or allowed myself to, sabotage the relationship if you did sabotage the relationship. Like, what do you need as a person that you think that other person should be giving to you? Is it happiness? Is it love? Is it intimacy? Is it connection? What are those things you need? Is it social? Is it security? Like, you need the constant affirmations. You need them to show for you before you feel you're special. Do you need to feel special? Do you want to feel special? Like, what are the things you need? You focus on the beliefs that you have. You focus on yourself. Like, what are the things I can give myself? The ways I can show love to myself. You focus on yourself. Like, those things that you be expecting from that person, you give it to yourself, instead of waiting for somebody to come back into your life, or waiting for something to happen before you, you love yourself. You can start by journaling, asking yourself questions, like writing down how you feel, every single word that comes to your mind. Secondly, you can do prompting. The version of me that is confident, if I was confident, if I knew my words, if I knew that I am loved, if I knew that, if I knew how valuable I am, would I really be sitting down wondering what this person is doing, wondering if this person likes me, wondering what people think, what this person and their friends is thinking about me, whether this person is your friend or an ex-partner? Like, if you were confident, if you're really this version of yourself, would you really be sitting down here and worried about what that person is thinking of you? These are the questions you should be asking yourself. Would I really sit down here worried about this if I really knew my word? Like, try out prompting. Focusing on you can focus on your self-care. You can start taking care of yourself, because sometimes when we get in relationship with people, you're like, okay, they like me, this person is giving me all the attention I need. You throw away your self-care, you throw away your self-love, everything you used to do for yourself. You used to have hobbies, you used to have, you used to have friends. That quote from, Billie Eilish song Stevie, that she said, you lose your friends because that's what happens when you fall in love. You ignore your friends. And sometimes you can do this, you ignore your friends, stop replying to your friends, you stop planning dates for yourself, you stop, you start to, you stop showing up for yourself and doing the things that you used to do, like your dreams, your goals. You stop focusing on them because you want this person to, this person is giving me everything, this person is my everything, and then you're surprised, you act surprised when the person all of a sudden doesn't, um, starts, you start feeling like the person is withdrawn because you're making it seem like this person is to be giving you all, like everything that you're supposed to be giving to yourself. So you can start by, start pouring in that, energy back into your own self. Because when you pour energy into your own self, when you focus on your own self, your own purpose on this earth, your own meaning, your own truth, you find out, you give yourself, compassion, you give yourself grace, you respect yourself, you love yourself, understanding that you are a work in process, but you're still a masterpiece. You start to see yourself like that. You'll notice that other people will. And it's not really about them doing that, because that's just a byproduct of you loving yourself. But you really, really have to focus inside, because that's where it all starts from. Getting over your past identity and your past beliefs. Maybe you used to view yourself as you view yourself as the girl that gets cheated on, you view yourself as the girl that gets left, and then the guy moves on and finds a better girl, and then he changes and becomes a new person. Maybe you used to see yourself as someone that always has problem with relationships. You have to change that identity, you have to change that narrative. You have to see yourself as someone that's always chosen. You have to see that how other people behave is not your own fault. It is not your problem. It is not how other people behave does not define your value. How other people behave does not define your value. If somebody is being rude, somebody is being emotionally avoidant, it has a lot to do with them than it has to do with you. You can take accountability in every situation, yes, but sometimes, most times, whatever another person is going through is a personal reflection of what is going on within them, and you shouldn't have to personalize that or internalize it and make it look like, oh, it's my fault, I have to do something, or because that person was rude to me, I'm somebody who always gets people who are rude to me. No, it's a choice. You filter. Your brain filters. If you don't like this, if this is not who you identify as, you say no. You say no, I'm not that person. You get over your past beliefs. From I can become a better version of myself to I am becoming a better version of myself. From I am somebody who gets cheated into, I am somebody, that I am somebody that always gets the best. I'm somebody who always gets committed to. I'm someone who always gets committed to, does not worry about whether somebody cheats on them or not. The person knows their value, the person knows their worth, they're grounded in their own self-worth and value. So they're not worried about, getting over the other person, because there's nothing to get over. There's nothing to get over in that other person. If somebody is currently not showing up for you, but it's not your fault. Yes, you may have allowed them to look at you as, okay, I can mess around with this person a little bit, but it's definitely not your fault. And you have to start seeing that. Get over your past beliefs. Maybe you were raised in a background where you believe love is not real, but love is real. You have to start changing your narratives about relationships. Relationships have to be hard. Relationships I have to suffer. I have to do this. No, you have to change all your narratives. You can change them with affirmations. You can use affirmation tips. I can link affirmation tips that you can listen to. That'll help you change your mindset fast. Or you can also change your mindset by asking yourself questions, by prompting in your journal. Having new standards. Having new standards. When you're changing your identity, you're changing your beliefs, you start to have new standards for yourself. And they say that high standards protect you from low quality experiences. And that is very true. If I believe, okay, if my standard is people who if my standard is high quality friendships, I wouldn't be worried or be bothered if a friend, like I planned an outing with a friend and they didn't tell me before they cancelled it. Like something came up, but they didn't tell me before cancelling it. When they could at least like send a message, like respectfully be like, okay, I'm sorry I couldn't make it today, but I'm going to make it up to you. Instead of me texting them and be like, why do you do this to me? Why don't you always respect me? Why don't you? I'm just going to see it as nothing. Like literally, why would I be reacting? Why am I bothered about it? Why would I be bothered about it if I know, if I believe in high quality relationships, if I believe in high quality friendship, if I am a high quality friend myself? I know I wouldn't do that to you. I know I am respectful. So it's another person. People have common sense. You shouldn't have to be bothered about shit. Like, why is he not texting me? Like, how do I make him text? How do I make him? Like, people have common sense. They know what to do at the right time. And yes, you show people how to treat yourself based on you show people how to treat you based on how you treat yourself. So all you have to do is just literally show up for yourself, and you see other people showing up for you, and stop trying to overcompensate for other people's feelings while your own feelings is behind the back burner. You're always going to get treated like that. Another thing is to stop seeing yourself as wounded, stop seeing yourself as a victim, stop seeing yourself as hurt, stop seeing yourself as broken. You can change up any narrative anytime. You're not, yes, you might be feeling hurt, you might be feeling heartbroken, but you're not a heartbroken person. You're not a victim, you're not wounded. Okay, you're not healing forever, you're not a forever healing journey while other people are enjoying their lives. No, you're not a victim. You have to identify as a healthy person. And you start doing what healthy people do. That is how you make the change. Because you keep identifying as a victim or someone who's wounded, you're going to be like, how do I heal these wounds? How do I heal this wound? No, healthy people maintain their healthiness. And that is why they keep remaining in the identity of a healthy person. They set boundaries, they stand in their boundaries, they set boundaries with themselves, set boundaries with other people. So they stay in that. So stop identifying as broken, because if you keep identifying as broken, hurt, you're going to see more things, from quotes and Pinterest to more stories, to more feelings, to the perception, to having a deeper perception of. You're going to keep seeing more proof that everything is like this in the world, that I'm broken, because that's what you're identifying as. So yes, get over your past self, get over the past identity of I'm broken, I'm this, or me, why me. Get over that identity. And once you get over it, you need to realize that there was nothing to get over, because there is nobody to change but self. I'm sorry about the very background, but there's nobody to change but self. And if you keep trying to get over that person but remain the same person, you're going to attract another person that you have to get over. So it's never about them, it's always about you. It's all in your head. I compensate with you. I understand how it feels to be heartbroken. I understand how it feels to be traumatized for a long childhood and feel empty when you're a child and not get that love and trying to find that love in other people. But it's all about you, and it's all in your head. It's all in your beliefs. It's all in your your brain. You're not really that. You're not really all your trauma. You're not really all the things you're going through. You're not really people's behavior. It's all in your head. Your mind can make things seem so skewed sometimes. So you have to learn to love yourself and get rid of whatever does not serve you anymore. There's nobody to get over by yourself. Give yourself hobbies, get new hobbies, start new things, have a routine for yourself. Start to love yourself. Start to see yourself as the beauty that you are. Become the type of person you want to experience. Be the energy you want to attract. Be the person you want to have in your life. And it's going to make it a lot easier to be the hot person that gets to choose than to be the person that looks at other people as hot. You can see them as hot, but you have to know that you are the one that is hot, or the chosen one that makes the choosing. That does the choosing. Get real with yourself and get real with yourself. Get real with yourself and your feelings, and be the change. Okay, show for yourself. Stop stalking them. Stop calling them. Stop trying to get them. Stop overanalyzing your text. It doesn't fucking matter. What matters is what's in here, what you think of yourself. Stop worshipping them. You must like always look for something to worship, even though you think they're an atheist. Worshipping people's attention and everything, it does not matter. Feel yourself first, and you're not going to feel the need to want them to show up for you anymore. And that's where the something has happened to you. Seriously. Thank you very much for listening.